what it's like to go rural to study medicine? Well, this video will give you an idea of what it's like to study medicine at Monash University through Monash Rural Health. With us, you can study in one of our sites across Gippsland and northwestern Victoria. It's the same curriculum as our Monash Metropolitan program, but with distinct advantages. In regional and rural clinical placement, you will get more time by the bedside with patients, more support from senior clinicians, more time to practice your clinical skills. You will also get to experience the great lifestyle offered in our rural locations in Gippsland and northwestern Victoria, with welcoming, supportive communities and fantastic outdoor adventures. In this video, we will give you an overview of the different medicine pathways we have on offer, the ways we can support you with subsidised accommodation and introductions to the community, and you'll get to hear from some of our current students about their experiences. So, settle in and take note of the great advantages of going rural with Monash Rural Health.
With Monash Rural Health, there are a few different ways you can study medicine rurally and come out with the same degree as students who study medicine in Clayton. I'll just describe these different options and the great opportunities they give you to get real hands-on experience in rural communities that really appreciate having you there. If you have an Australian rural background, you may be eligible to boost your chances of entry into the medicine program via our Monash Deans Rural List, or the DRL. To be eligible, you need to have lived for at least 5 years consecutively or 10 years all up in areas classified as MM2 through to MM7, or the modified Monash model. So if you're coming straight from high school, the Extended Rural Cohort, or the ERC, is a cohort of direct entry Monash University medical students within the Bachelor of Medical Science and Doctor of Medicine MD. This program gives you the opportunity to spend most of your clinical training years in rural and regional Victoria. As an ERC student, you'll spend your first 2 years in Clayton with other medical students. For the next 2.5 years of clinical training, you are then guaranteed a place in hospitals and community-based practices in rural and regional Victoria in Gippsland or northwest Victoria. Your final clinical training year consists of a series of 6-week placements, which you can undertake either a full year in rural or a semester in rural and semester in a metropolitan hospital in Melbourne. The Monash End-to-End Rural Cohort is a group of domestic graduate entry students within the Bachelor of Medical Science and Doctor of Medicine MD. These students have the opportunity to undertake their medical degree in rural and regional northwest Victoria through Monash Rural Health. Each year, 30 of the approximately 73 places within the graduate entry MD are set aside for students applying to be part of the Monash End-to-End Rural Cohort. Throughout the course, our rural cohort students study the same curriculum as metropolitan-based students and have great hands-on training opportunities with dedicated tutors, clinicians and experienced educators. Our rural students tell us that the exposure they get to patients and clinical skills teaching far surpasses that of their metro counterparts. You will be made to feel like part of the team and be able to follow a patient's continuum of care, in some instances from when they walk through the door in the GP practice through to hospital and then discharge home. And even if you're not part of our rural cohort streams, you can elect to do placements in rural areas with support from our Monash Rural Health sites. We have places available for urban-based students across our rural footprint, from Mildura in the northwest to Bairnsdale in East Gippsland. In all of our main rural sites, we have clinical simulation labs that allow you to learn clinical skills in a completely safe and supported environment. We have long-standing relationships with health services and hospitals in the regions where we're located. Working with smaller teams, you will become an integrated part of medical teams and have the opportunity to practice hands-on clinical skills with the support of health professionals who appreciate having you there and provide support and advice. If you're from Gippsland or have lived there for at least 5 years, the Bachelor of Biomedical Science Gippsland Partnership Program helps Gippsland origin students to qualify for the Monash University Graduate Entry Medicine Program and then, if selected, complete their medical training in the Gippsland region. In this program, you'll study most of your biomedical science course at Federation Uni, with some subjects at Monash. During your final year, you can apply for a place in Monash University's graduate entry Bachelor of Medical Science and Doctor of Medicine MD, which commences at Monash University's School of Rural Health in Churchill in Gippsland.
If you come to study with us at Monash Rural Health, you can take advantage of our subsidised accommodation. All of our accommodation is fully furnished and equipped with free Wi-Fi and no other bills to pay. All of our areas are equipped for study areas as well as relaxation areas and shared cooking facilities. Living with other students means that you'll be supported throughout your journey here with other people that know exactly what you're experiencing in rural health. Not only will you be supported by your fellow students, but you will be supported by the Monash Rural Health staff who are able to introduce you to the community and the area that you're living in and anything that there is to do and experience within the township. If you've never lived in a regional town, you'll be excited by the lifestyle that you can create here. There is plenty of opportunities to immerse yourself in the community throughout local sporting groups, theatre groups, music groups, and lots of different clubs. The locals will love to have you here and love to have you involved, especially as a health worker. Everything's within walking distance, everything's not far away, and there's lots to do. There's lots of great food, great music, great coffee within our local areas, and plenty of things for you to experience here. You can get outdoors, there's beautiful places to go for walks, kayaking, mountain bike riding, whatever it is that you think you might like to do here. We'd love to have you here, and we hope that you love your time here in our beautiful regional centres.
My name's Ethan. I'm a final year medical student here at Monash University. That means that I'm on full-time clinical placement and I'm doing my final year here in the beautiful Mildura region. So you can find Mildura tucked away in northwest Victoria. It's always sunny, it's always wonderful, and I hope that you get to come and complete your studies here as well. I've had an incredible time on rural placement in the northwest region of Victoria. So for my third, fourth and fifth year, I've been lucky enough to spend it all in northwest Victoria. So time spent in Mildura, in Swan Hill and in Bendigo. And the support up here has been fantastic. Particularly in Mildura, you are not a number. You are known to the admin staff. You say hi to them every day. They take huge interest in your life, both clinically on placement, as well as how you're fitting in the town and what you're getting up to on the weekends. And it's just really, really nice to have people who are your faculty members, so they care about you academically, but they're also really interested in your well-being and making sure that you're getting the most out of living in this community and not just studying there. Even though I'm still learning about practicing medicine rather than practicing it myself, the benefits of practicing rurally versus metro is just clearer and clearer as time goes on. One of the biggest impacts that I've noticed is that really in rural communities, we are crying out for doctors. So the towns are so excited to have you there. People are so willing to let you have experiences and opportunities to learn because they really, really want you to stay, enjoy your time, and consider a rural career. And then in terms of that career, you can really see the impact that you as one doctor or one clinician can have on so many people in the community. So in towns that I've been placed in, you might be the only doctor that prescribes a certain type of medication or offers a certain type of testing service. So if you aren't there to provide that service, it's just not possible for the community to access it close to home. And that is a huge, huge responsibility to carry, but it comes with so much respect for the community, and you get so much respect from the community as well. And it's really such an honor to see how one doctor can impact a rural community. I'm sure that the city need doctors as well, but when you're one doctor of 100 who can provide one service compared to one doctor who is the only doctor in town that can give that to the community, it's a really, really special position to be in, and you can only get that when you practice rurally. I can go on and on about the benefits of rural placement itself, but honestly, the secret hidden gem of being a medical student out in the regions is the lifestyle and the community support. So everywhere you go, people are so excited to have you there. They welcome you to all of their sporting teams, to all of their gyms, to any extracurriculars. So I've played badminton, I've joined gyms, I've joined community groups, I've gone to park runs, I've gone to cafes where people stop and have a chat. It's just such a privilege to come to these communities and be welcomed with open arms. So we've been invited to dinners, we've been invited to events that we otherwise couldn't have accessed without spending the time to immerse ourselves in our communities and getting to know what it's like to live and work in these places. To anyone who's maybe a little bit reluctant to go rural, I would say that this has been the most incredible adventure of my life. I've had such a wonderful time over the last 3 years. I've made lifelong friends, I've explored new towns, I've found hobbies and interests that I never would have known I was interested in before, all because I decided to take a leap. And I left my comfort zone, and I feel that I've grown so much because of it.
As you can see, there are real advantages in studying medicine rurally with Monash Rural Health. If you have any questions, please contact us. A rich and fulfilling rural experience awaits you as a part of your medical career.